Welcome to not Rise and Shine. This is Yoga Express. Let me just make sure that we are actually live and we'll get started. So definitely find a spot, get comfortable, and we're going to spend a couple minutes there just kind of getting ourselves in the groove of practice. All right, we are good. In the past, I've done a whole class and never realized that it wasn't recording, so I always double check. Alright, so pick the position you would like to start your class in. Welcome, my name is Jen. This is just a little yoga ditty, 30 minutes in and out. Get some movement into your day. Concentrating on big, slow, deep breaths. Take 2 more breaths. And we're all going to meet in a position with no props, giving our feet a little love to start. We're going to tuck those toes under. We're going to sit back. Now we can sit back as far as we want to. You can put some weight on your hands or your fists to counteract some weight that may be on your toes. And if you have any issues with toenails or things like that may be uncomfortable here, so adjust as you see fit. I would like you to try to have all of your toes on the ground, so you're stretching out the whole foot. I know that little toe kind of sneaks up a little bit, so do what you can. And then if you need to take a break, come out of it. Shake out those feet. And we're going to do one more. It's always important to give the feet a little love, especially if you're wearing really tight shoes or dress shoes or work boots or something like that where you don't really have a lot of room to move around. And release. Beautiful. Let's come into a tabletop. We're just going to swing a little side to side, find a side, and just let that hip kind of hang off to the side a little bit. And then switch, hang off to the side a little bit. Come back to the center. Let's go forward and back. And if we want to go a little farther forward and add a little stretch to our wrists and our forearms, we can. If that's too much, don't worry. Just don't do it. Now let's do one more. Now we're going to take one hand closer to the knee and the other hand farther away. And we're just going to lean forward and back and just kind of see how it feels. See what your body's doing. Keeping that palm on the ground the whole time. And then let's switch sides. And the same thing. coming back to all fours. Taking your right hand, bringing it towards the center of the mat. Taking your left hand, grabbing your left foot. And we can either stay here on the mat and do a little quad stretch, or we can try to lift that knee off the ground. Now let's take that hand and bring it to the inside of the foot, and maybe can we lengthen a little bit? Find a spot on the ground. And release. Sit back, shake it out. We're going to try the same thing on the other side. Okay. So I start out with my hand towards the middle, so my right leg is going back. I have my left hand towards the middle, then I adjust based on how I need to work with my balance today. So I'm grabbing that foot, my knee is on the ground, and I can just stay here, or I can lift up. I'm going to move my hand around to the inside of that foot. And can I lengthen and lift? Let's come down. And let's swing those legs in front. Alright, toes are facing up at as much of a 90-degree angle as you can get here. And we're just going to point and flex those feet. And then really point them. So we're really stretching out the fronts of our shins, which again, don't get a lot of love. And relax, bring those feet together. Bring those knees out to the side. And give those feet a quick little rub, just like 20 seconds or so. Open them up like a book, check them out. Thank your feet for their lovely service towards every bit of your day. And bring those knees in. And we're just going to make sure you have enough room behind you. We're going to roll back, hold for a second, come up, hold for a second. We're going to do that 10 times. If you want to make it harder on yourself, once you get up, don't hold on. So you come up and come here. So otherwise, just grab behind your legs, and we're stopping, starting, stopping. So let's come down for 1, up for 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5, 6, and 6, 7, and 7, 3 more, 8, and 8, 9, and 9, and 10, and 10. Beautiful. Doing little abs. Start us off. All right, so now we're going to stand on up, however you want to get there. Come on up. Make any adjustments that you need to make. Coming to mountain. Shoulders back and down. Grab your elbow behind and really opening up that chest. Lean a little bit to one side, to the center, to the other side, and the center, one more each way. Drop, and lift, and drop, and lift. Bring those hands to the hips, and bring those feet wide. Point those toes out to the corners of the room. And let's bring those arms up, palms facing up. Bring those hands to the top and back down. Bring them to the bottom and flat. reset to the top, to the center, to the bottom, and reset. Let's add in some leg movement. We're gonna come up on one toe for one movement and up on the other for the other movement. So if you need to adjust in a little bit, that's fine. So we're coming up and down, up and down. Can we come up on both sets of feet? Come up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Beautiful. Drop those arms. You can add in a little bit more depth if you want, left to right, and we're going to lean forward, flat back, and hold here. We can drop those hands in front if we want, making sure we have a flat back. And we're moving those hands towards one ankle. Coming through the center, and then towards the other ankle. Back to the center. First ankle again, we get a little bit more depth. Can we get a little closer to the ground? Maybe. And then the other way. Come back to the center. Roll on up. Hands on the hips. Lean in. Nice opening of those hips. Back to the center. Other way. To the center. Let's go to the first. Take an arm. So this is my right leg. Taking my right arm. My left hand is just on my hips, and I'm going to come up and over. And reset. Back to the center. Other side. Other arm. Up and over. Back to the center. Now if you want to take that hand off the hip and bring it to a flat position here, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, you can stay on your hip. Coming back to the first side. Up and over. There, where that arm's hanging out here or here. Back through center. Shake it out. Other side. Other arm. Up and over. And release. Shake it out. And now this last time, if you want to take that hand from here or here to here, do so please. All right, so let's bring those arms up and over, sliding that hand down that leg. It's there for stability, but it's not holding on for dear life. And come on up. Other side. Come on up. Bring those heels in. Bring those toes in. Bring those heels in. Bring those toes in until you are in the center. All right, hands on the hips. Chair pose. Your hands are either here, or here, or here, whatever you need to counterbalance yourself. I want to make sure that you can see your toes and you're sitting back with those glutes. All right, so let's sit back and do a little bit. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and come on up. Going a little deeper. Let's come down for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and come on up. 2 more. A little deeper still, maybe. Let's try. And for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and come up. And and last time coming down as comfortably far as you were able to. Let's come down for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and come up. All right, turning sideways, coming down to our mat. One leg, ow, I just hit my toe. All right, bring one leg out to the side. So my right leg is out to the side, I'm bringing my right arm down, and I'm coming up. So we're doing that kind of reverse warrior, just on one leg. And come on up. We're gonna do that side 2 more times. Maybe if we can get a little bit deeper, maybe, maybe not. All right, let's slide. And come up. Big breath in, big breath out, and last time. Remember, this is here. You could let go at any point and you would not go anywhere. And come up. All right, let's switch to the other side. And hopefully not hit your toe on anything. All right, let's slide that arm down and come it up. And come on up. And again. And come up. Last time, big breath in, big breath out, and reach. Remember, that arm can go away and you'll still be fine. And release. All right, roll yourself, position yourself so you're all the way down on the ground. Bend those knees and windshield wiper side to side. Chin or preferably forehead on your hands. Pick a side. I'll let those legs hang. Pick the other side and let those legs hang. Come back to the center. Grab one foot, grab the other foot. Relax your head first. Just worry about grabbing those feet. And then if you want, it'll lift that chest and lift those thighs off the ground for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Release the head, keep the feet. Doing that 2 more times, lifting up and lift for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and down. And last time, let's lift for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and down. Relax those legs and just kind of slide them a little left to right. And then bring our upper body into a Sphinx. Stretching out the low back here. And if we want to add more here, we can come up to our hands with our palms on the ground or our fingertips on the ground in more of a tent position. Your choice. This should feel good. This should not feel like you're crunching anything. If you do feel like you're crunching anything, come on out of it and we can talk later. And release back to that Sphinx. Tuck the toes under, and can we come up to a plank in this forearm plank? Let's try it. All right, let's lift up and hold. For 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down and push yourself back. So you're sitting on the ground with your legs out in front of you. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands down by your sides. And we're going to just lift one leg for 10 and then lift the other leg for 10. So my hands are here, but I'm not like holding here. See how much my shoulders are up and down and not moving? I want to relax those shoulders. So that means my have a bend in my elbows, so be it. All right, so all we're going to worry about is just lifting just this leg. Everything else is stable and still. Toes pointed up, and let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoulders back and down, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, roll yourself all the way down to the ground. And we're going to do that same thing, lifting the legs. Let's go up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, bend those knees. Last time through, single leg bridges. I'm going to have this leg straight up in the air, as straight as it can be. Otherwise, you can cross it over. You decide which is more challenging for you. Having the leg up straighter is going to be more challenging, but you can decide where your levels of resistance are today. My hands are down by my side or on my belly or out of the way. And let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, other side. Lift it up and let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Drop those knees to one side and look over the other shoulder. And let's switch other way. Come back to the center. Cross one leg over the other. Drop it back, intensifying that stretch. If that's too much, you can go back to what you were doing before. And come back up. Switching legs and crossing it over. Come back to the center. Have one knee to go to one side, one knee go to the other side, and all we're gonna do is we're just gonna lift those hips off the ground. I'm gonna have my hands in my belly just because that's where it feel good. If you want have your hands in the ground, that's fine. Just make sure they're not pushing yourself up, that your hips are doing all the work and your glutes. All right, so squeeze those glutes, come up and back down. 9 more. For 9. For 8. For 7. For 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2, 1. Bring those knees together. Let's roll ourselves up to a seated position of your choice. We're going to bring one arm behind, the other arm behind, grabbing the opposite elbow, opening up that chest. And while we're here, we're going to drop our ear to one side. We're going to come back to the center and drop that ear to the other side. We're going to go through center. We're going to release. We're going to spinal twist, making sure that we're up nice and tall. And then we're going to spinal twist on the other side. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to say no a bunch of times with our head. And we're going to say yes a bunch of times with our head. And then we're going to lay down for our Shavasana. 2 minutes of nice quiet time. And if there's a different position that you want to do your Shavasana in, it's a home practice. Lucky you, you can do whatever you want. You can do your Shavasana in your bed with a blanket and a pillow. We are going to end class here in Shavasana today. Please give yourself at least 10 more seconds to slowly bring yourself back into the present world and have a great rest of your day. Bye.